Morning to everyone who are present here. The reason why today we all parents have come here to do like a silent protest at the education department is one reason is our objections have not been heard. If you can see that right from the 27th of February was the first day we came to meet the Director of Education. Then on 26th we met the Director of SCRT. Then we met the CM. Then we met Secretary to Education, that is Mr. Lolekar. We met him and he had promised us, that was on the 5th of March, he promised us that he would conduct a panel discussion with the NEP experts, with the stakeholders, that is the principals, teachers and parents together as to what was our memorandum put forward. So in that time, there were some parents who couldn't wait that long and said, we are filing the writ petition, to which when I called up Mr. Lolekar to discuss when we can have that meeting, he said since it is in court, we will have to wait, and as soon as whatever is discussed out of the court order, we will have the meeting. So to which the writ petition which was disposed of, where we were given time till the 27th of March to submit our objections. After the objections were submitted, not a single meeting of discussion was called, which was promised by Mr. Lolekar to us parents. Objections from principals, from the Headmasters Association, that is government aided schools. Almost 390 headmasters are there in that association. If they have done a representation stating objections, those objections have not been heard. Then in the Teachers Association, there's almost 7,000 to 8,000 teachers that are there. Again, those objections have not been heard or discussed. We as parents, well-wishers and all over Goa who know that April and May are very hot months for us in Goa, we know that, and that's why these objections were put forward. So this is the reason our objections have not been heard. Whatever has happened in court is one part of it, but we as parents had already met Mr. Lolekar for this discussion. So our appeal is that now the court cases are over. We have one of the person who has filed the writ petition. He will answer on that what has happened. But we as representatives, like I am here speaking on behalf of all the parents of Goa who have come together from North Goa and South Goa, only thing that our objections need to be heard. And here is a letter that we are drafting now. I already messaged Mr. Lolekar yesterday for discussion on the same. I have not got a reply from him. So we are officially going to go to his office at the secretariat and submit this and ask him for an urgent, because see, one is NEP implementation and we are not against NEP. Parents, are we against NEP? No. We are not against NEP, but the implementation, how it's done, is scaring us for our children's future. So here it is already said, as per what is the memorandum that we have submitted, is the discussion that needs to be held. On top of that, after parents have gone in depth and now seeing the books that have come in for the 5th standard going to the 6th standard, we are worried about the Hindi books that have come in, which are of the real high level of Hindi, where children are learning Hindi at the 5th standard from level 1. But when they go to 6th standard, they need level 2 of Hindi, but they've got level 6 of Hindi, which is really, really high. There are poems of 9th standard, Goa board Hindi that is in the 6th standard portion. How is that possible? How are the children supposed to manage and sustain? Because it's very important that these things are not discussed, and this is why our appeal is to have this discussion. And also another reason is because the education department has only decided 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock schools are going to get over, and based on that whatever the court has given the verdict. Did anyone think about the schools that are in the afternoon, what's going to happen? No one has thought about the schools in the afternoon. There is a school in South Goa where I've got a representation from them. Sorry, but I would like to hide the name of the parents who have signed, and I've hid which school it is. Here the children were called 12:15 in the afternoon to 4 o'clock in the evening for school. When the government is saying that we are leaving children early at around 11 o'clock, they will not undergo hit. So how is this school being left out? This is why we are saying that these objections have not been read also, and there was no discussion. Till now the principal has sent a letter to the DOE, the reply has not come in. The principal is saying, okay, we'll shift the timing from 4 to 6 o'clock, which parents are not agreeing because they have already assigned their children into extra professional training classes, or they have decided to go to their relatives' place for visit, or to temples or to churches for their, for their holidays. So this is the thing that we are asking, where it is not being discussed in the open. So Mr. Lolekar, a humble request as parents, as you had promised us on the 5th of March, that you will have a discussion with us, because this is not just about 1st April. This is one of the biggest issues, but there are other discrepancies which we are worried for our children and for the future course of action, which is going to be permanent. If we don't do changes now, this will be as it is. And this is for all the parents who have come together here for that. So now I will like to hand over to Mr. Noven Menezes, who was one of the writ petitioners of the issue that has happened, and he will get it.
Thank you, Cecil. Good morning to you all. I, along with a few other writ petitioners have put in the writ petition and against the change in the academic year, because it was not just a writ petition on our behalf, but on behalf of so many thousand other parents whose children have been affected. The matter was heard and decided on Friday, and we were quite surprised at the outcome. So we waited for the final order, the written order to come out, and we got it on late Saturday evening. So we have not really had a chance to sit with the advocates and discuss on the next step further. Hence I will not be able to comment too much on the order, but I would like to just clarify a few things that we found a bit, a bit strange in the order. Now, let me just ask the parents here, in the last 3 years, have you sent your child to school till the 30th of April at any point of time? No. But this is one thing that has come out in the writing of the order. I don't know where that perception has come. The students have been going to school till the 30th of April, but for the past 3 years. Yeah. Another thing that we saw in the order, and which was very strange, is that they are saying that the academic year has already been shifted 3 years back. Now, none of us are aware of that. Are we aware of that? No. So I don't know where these things have come from in the order. It's very strange. So basically, using these assumptions, I feel the order has gone against us. But anyway, that is for our legal team to look at. Another point that was put up in the argument was that CBSE schools, ICSE schools, international schools are doing this. Why you all can't do it? What is the percentage of these schools in Goa? 3%, I think. 15 out of 510 or something like that.
15 out of 500.
Yeah. So it's not even 3%. Why are we being made to follow what they are doing? They should follow what we are doing. We are the majority here. And this is a system that has been running for decades. Another argument being given is that this is because of NEP. We have asked them in the court, outside the court, show us where in NEP does it say that you have to change your academic year to meet the requirements of NEP. Nowhere. And they have not shown it to us also till now. So another argument that was put is that so far the schools are meeting just 1,045 hours against the requirement of 1,200 from NEP. Now, all the parents, you all also might be having children in school. I'll ask you to do one simple exercise. Take your attendance sheet of the child, which you get at the end of the year. Note down the attendance days, which are listed there. Add the days of absentees to that. See what the total comes out to. It is 220. You have been getting this for many years. 220 days is as per the rules. 220 days is being followed. Okay? and 220 into 5 hours 45 minutes every day. That gives you 1265 hours. So we are already meeting it. Where is the question of saying that we are not meeting it? Okay. Yeah. And other thing, the most surprising thing in the order is the final conclusion. I'll just read it out. Since I cannot comment it, I'll just read it out. It is for you all to decide. It says, it is not even a case that the state government is going to implement this policy decision in the academic session 2025-26 for the first time, as we have noted that it is also implemented in the past 3 years, and therefore we are not agreeing with the contention of the counsel for the petitioners. I mean, I have nothing to say on this. It is for you all to decide. And yeah, it's a 32-page order. You all also can look at it later. But this was the thing that really hit us quite hard. Yeah, yeah. One heartening thing to note in all this is that the judge has, the learned judge, has said that the state government has assured the court that all infrastructure will be made available to the students so that they will not have to worry about the sweltering heat. So I request any parents who are sending their children to school, if you all face any issues, bring it to the attention of the school, bring it to the attention of the DOE, bring it to the attention of the court, because the government has assured the court. Okay, so we shouldn't be seeing or hearing of any issues that there's no water in one school, there's no electricity in this area. All these issues should not be there. This is what we are fighting for. This is what the judge has at least put here in the order. So it is something. Regarding now moving forward, we will talk to our team and decide. One last thing, we would just like to thank all those people who have supported us in this movement, including the advocates who have taken up the cause and fought on our behalf. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Namaskar Tumka Sarle. Just to add on to what our friend has said over here is that they said that schedule of classes from April is done because of NEP. Now, it is, the government also is very much aware of this, that education portfolio comes in the concurrent list of the government, wherein there is the state list, the central list and the concurrent, wherein in the state list, the state make the laws, the central list, the central government make the laws, and there is a concurrent list because why it is made is that keeping in consideration the geographical locations of the places, because India is a vast country wherein if you have snow at one time in one place, you will have drought in another place. So because of that, education is kept in the concurrent list, and as such, they cannot say that, just because NEP, we have been given the option of choosing our year. It's not necessary that you have to choose your April to May. I mean, because of the heat conditions, you can always choose the traditional way of from June to March. Now coming back to another one point which is very important, which is come into that, in this court, when they had suggested, there was one argument wherein we are surprised to note that petitioners, the parents of the children, because are already ready to willing to permit their children to prosecute extracurricular activities during this period, but do not want the children to attend the school classes, and this has surprised us. Now, what has extracurricular activities got to do with NEP? Extracurricular activities are done at a period when they have free time, and everybody is free to do it at the free time. Not necessary, and even if it happens in the daytime, even if it is cricket or football, it gets finished before 9:30, 10. Latest is by 9:30. And if at all you want to do any gymnastics or any other activities, chess, carrom, that can be done in either AC or closed halls. So there is no question of raising this point of saying that parents are ready to send their children for extracurricular activities. That's a part. Even in NEPC says that it has to be mixture of study as well as extracurricular activities. So we are not going tracking any way back from there to taking away. we are sending, even if we send our students for extracurricular activities, we are doing it in their spare time. That's in the evenings or when in the early morning. That is nothing. It is said today, in fact, we have been dragged again and again for this in the schools, and we are concerned only about. Once again, I would also like to throw light that we are not against anything. We are only against the implementation, the way it is done. Especially this month, the government itself last year, as you all must be knowing also itself, has preponed the 10th standard exam because of extreme heat in April. Now, if 10th standard students have got a problem with the heat, what can you imagine, what can you expect from children from 6th to 10th, 8th standard or 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th standard? Those people are, you mean to say those people can take the heat and 10th standard cannot take the heat? Come on, this is contradicting your own statement. And please, once again appeal to the government and to the Director of Education, please do not make guinea pigs out of our children. We love our children, you may not love your children, that's things apart, but we love our children and we do not want our children to go to the torture of this heat and humidity in the month of April. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all of you all. Most of the points are covered up with what the first speaker, second and the third have spoken. One major point what parents are facing today is why schools in April. And as said, I'll repeat what Mr. Prasad has said. Last year it was on the newspapers as well that they are going to be preponing the 12th standard examination as well as a 10th standard examination because of the heat factor. So today I would like to ask all those authorities, what happened to their statement? Why the contradiction now suddenly? And why make this division of in the people's mind that no, what they are doing is for the betterment? In what way are we saying it's a betterment for the children? If you're saying 10th standard had, because of them they couldn't bear the heat, you're preponing it, fine, fair enough. Till then we parents were fine. I had my own son who's answered his 10th standard exams this much, so we were happy about it. But all of a sudden to send a circular saying that just throw it to us in the month of January that we are going to be starting schools on the 1st of April. So if the authorities were so thinking about the children, like maybe there'll be some kind of it, I'm sure they have not thought about that. They have definitely not given it a second thought that if the schools are going to finish on 28th or 29th of March, okay, as in the school examinations, I'm speaking about children from 1st till even the 9th standard, to suddenly give them only a 3-day break, is it a joke? Is it a joke? This is my one question to them, just one point. Forget about comparing to CBSE, ICSE, they have murdered it completely in what Mr. Menez also said. They've made it, they are showing it that they are contradicting their own point. If there is a word for the day, it should be contradicting. They have been time and again contradicting their point. We cannot compare the standards or infrastructure of a CBSE or ICSE school to that of a Goa State Board school. You ask any parents over here. Ask any parents with due respect to the management of the school. We again are not against the teachers. We are not against the heads of schools or institutions. But go to the respective schools, go to each and every school, take a proper survey, kitli bench asa, kitli taps aha iskolani, kitli toilets saaf asa, and mage reun amka sanga, afterwards come and tell us that yes, I think the infrastructure is wrong, but knowing the authorities, they will never bring that point. So my only one question to the authorities sitting there, because everybody has brought up this point, we have been speaking right from time now about this thing. And one more point, regarding the NEP, there was no formal discussion with parents of all the schools. Yes, maybe 1 and 2 schools, but not all the schools. I'm saying this because I had my son in one school and my daughter is currently in another school in Kalangut itself. But no NEP discussion. Only what they told is there are going to be changes. Holistic teaching. So where is the holistic teaching gone? I don't understand. So this is my request to the authorities to please understand that we are parents, we are simple parents, middle class living parents who are come forward to us. Why suddenly you want to have the schools in April? Give us a proper point. And if you all want, please go to each and every school and check on their infrastructure and then come and talk. I am ready to stand here and have a debate with whoever says that no, you know what, schools can be conducted. We know what is the process of the school. We know what is the infrastructure happening right now. As of this morning, I have personally seen it. Okay, so this is my point. Thank you very much for the time.
सचिव तुमचा एक प्रश्न असा
Also, today schools have been started without results being out. This has never happened anywhere. Even the CBSE schools give results out and then start the new academic year. This is a big shame on the Department of Education what they have done right now. Everyone is in a question mark. So this is for your parents to see if your infrastructure in your schools are not proper. Please bring it to the notice. I've already got SMSs from few principals that have already started saying that it's very hot in this classes right now with the children being filled in, as well as the fans also are not sufficient. This is how our Goa is on a yellow alert. It is very hot. We standing here, we are feeling the heat. I am feeling sorry for the children who are right now in school. So our demand is to the Secretary of Education to please have a discussion with us on urgent basis.
सचिव तुमकां एक प्रश्न एक तांच्यांनी पॉयंट वाचलो तितून बरयल्लें की भुरग्यांक तुमी गव्हर्मेंट एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर एक्टिविटीजाक धाडपाक शकता पण स्कुलाक धाडपाक शकना.
Yes.
ह्याच गजालीचेर तुमचेर एक टिका जाता की तुमची डान्स अकॅडमी आसा
Yes.
म्हणून तुमी हें करता कारण तुमकां भुरगे मेळचे ना. सो हेका कितें उत्तर दिवचें?
I think so. तुम्ही सगळी जाण जाणा की I am a performing artist teacher. I'm a performing artist. And I have got laurels to the state in 2013 when I went on the dance reality show Dance India Dance Supermom 2013. Alright? And I had met Mr. Manohar Parrikar that time in his cabin when I was in top 5. And he said, Cecil, I am wishing you all the best. Tumashe Goya Putunyo, and I want you to help teach young children how you have reached to that level to help them reach heights in performing arts. Now this is Mr. Parrikar's words in his cabin when I was in the top 5, which motivated me to be on that stage because I had the backing of the CM and all the Goans when I was on that stage. So what did I do after winning? Did I stay back in Bombay and started thinking of my career? Or did I come back to Goa and started dance education program in 30 schools all over Goa as a subject teaching children, because performing arts helps children to build up their confidence as well as their focus, and it helps teamwork. So these are people, whoever wants to say, I'm sure they've never done performing arts, they don't understand arts as a subject. And as a performing artist teacher myself, I think so I feel privileged that today a lot of parents who are here, I have taught many of their children and they will vouch for me for the work that I do. And regarding my classes, for people who don't know, when you have summer camp classes, there are morning classes and evening classes. And it is in a place which is very comfortable and have all the facilities. So everyone can come, no one is forced. It is as per the parents' wish, as per the children's wish to come, whichever time suits them, and we have it in 11 cities all over Goa. So all those who want to mock me, I will not step down because I know our cause is bigger. Our cause here is to fight for every little child who's in the government schools as well as the government aided schools. So we are not going to back down. I will stand with the people. Whoever wants to balk me, please go ahead, because that's not going to affect me, because I know as a parent I stand here today for the children of Goa and I will stand with you.
I want to say something on this. Okay?
Not only in summer camp, our classes are during schools also. So ask her to have classes during the hours also. And she's doing this for years, it's not for now.
For 10 years I have
It is not a first time.
Starting at her now. It is not only now that she's doing it, she's doing it for years.
तुम्ही आता प्रश्न केला म्हणता काही जबाब दिता ही टिका जेन करपी खरें सांगता हे करपी आसा एकदम नालायक. आता कित्याक तुका सांगता, तो ती डान्स अकॅडमी कितें आसा पळय ते डान्स पळय क्लासीस आसा ती एट रेग्युलर क्लासीसांक जाता, ते एक्स्ट्रा जायना. नॉट ओन्ली इन समर, ते एवरी स्कुलान तेणें सांगलें ते भशेन 30 इश्कोलांनी ते क्लासीस चलता त्यो रेग्युलर, त्यो इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द करिक्युलम. इट इज नॉट समथींग एक्स्ट्रा. सो ताजेर टिका करप ही सारकी पिशेपणां.
Also, to be very frank, Cecil did not start this movement. This movement was started by us parents.
Yes.
We have requested Cecil to please be in the forefront. So whoever is saying that Sagrabs, okay, please, we don't care what you say. We have asked Cecil to be at the forefront of this, and we want her. Also, I want to say, Cecil having classes, Cecil has it in a few cities. What about the students in Seolim? What about the students in Sangye? What about the students in Kankana? She's having classes in all those cities. So think before saying anything about anything, Don't and because you have access to social media, just don't go and put anything. Y'all are showing how ignorant y'all are. When you are doing all these things of blaming her, of pushing this thing to further her agenda. No, it is just shows how ignorant you all are.
And we are not going to stop parents, we are going to fight this battle.
आज 7 तारीख एप्रिलाची गोंयाक एक दुखेस्त दीस हो. पोतून एकदा डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ अनएड्युकेटेड पोतून अनएड्युकेटेड हिंगा येवपाक पडला आमकां कित्याक आयज आमच्या भुरग्यांक एक्सपेरिमेंट बेजिसाचेर NEP एका लागून एप्रिलाचे 7 तारखेक इतले गोरमेक जे कोणी आमच्यांनी व्हडल्या लोकांनी बसोंक दिवंक जायना कोणी तांकां स्कुलाच्या रुमांनी बसपाक पडटा हे गोरमेक इतली गोरमेक आनी तांकां हे एक्सपेरिमेंट केला तर आमकां लॉस जाय आमकां पेरंट्सां आमच्या आख्या गोंयाक लॉस दी की तेणी पयलीं सगळें स्टडी करपाक जाय आसलेलें आनी सारकें इम्प्लिमेंट करपाक जाय आसलेलें वेल इन एडवान्स तेणी इन्फॉर्म करपाक जाय आसलो सगळ्या भुरग्यांक पेरंट्साक सगळ्यांक आनी हे भाशेन इम्प्लिमेंट करप जायना आनी कितल्याशा स्कुलांनी उदकाची शॉर्टेज आसा फॅन्स नाय हें सगळ्यांक खबर आसा गोंयची स्कुलां इतली हायफाय नाय की सामकी विथ AC बीन सगळे कडेन शॉर्टेज आसा आनी हे जे पेरंट्स वयताय तेणी इन्फॉर्म करपाक जाय आनी ही शॉर्टेज आहा ती सगळी हायकोर्टाक हें जावपाक जाय मेसेज पावपाक जाय कित्याक तेणी सांगलां आमी सगळी गॅरंटी दिली म्हूण आनी जे कोण येवपाक पावले नाय तेणी मातशें चिंतपाक जाय हो भुरग्यांचो फुडार हे थोडेशे दिसा लागून तुमी भुरग्यांक जेणी लास्ट वेकेशनाक चिंतताय ती भुरगीं हे वेकेशनाक कितें करतलीं तांकां बाबा हे टायमार वचून इस्कुलाक बसपाक पडटा खंयचे वस्त जबरदस्ती केली जाल्यार केन्ना फळ मेळना आज जी स्कुलाक भुरगीं गेल्याय ती 100% म्हळ्यार जाता अनसॅटिस्फायड आहाय जबरदस्ती वचून बसयल्या बारा जालें तांकां तेच बरोबर तेंची पेरंट्स सॅटिस्फाय नाय हे असले कोन्नाकाय गव्हर्मेंटाक पोतून रिक्वेस्ट कोत्ताय कन्सिडर करया रिकन्सिडर करयाय तकली चिंताय तुमकडे जायना ते भुरग्यांक करपा लायना काय भुरग्यांक तळमळे ना काय भुरगीं आमचे फ्युचर चिंताय भुरग्यांचे बरें तांकां हॅपिली तांकां स्कुलाक जुना म्हयन्याचो स्टार्ट करयाय तांकां नॉर्मली कोन्न दिया इतलो आपातकाळ येयलो ना की सामको तांकां ह्या 7 तारखेच्या एप्रिलाच्या हीट वेवाच्या आनी येलो अलर्टाच्या असो वेदराक तांकां वचोन ते स्कुलाक बसपाक फोर्सफुली विथ प्रेशर देव बरें करूं होप द रिक्वेस्ट
One point I want to tell you all. Every school, anything they require in the school, maybe grounds or whatever they require in the school, parents are contacted saying, you all have to help us, you all have to come forward in donating or whatever it is, because your children are studying. It is the betterment for your children. But what about the schools in April? That is for our children, so they should have asked us first, right? Yes. So this is not asked. That is my point. Why have they not consulted the parents? Because our children are going to go to the school. They are not going to come and sit in the classes in this hot summer. Now it is 11:30 or 11:45 and it is so much heat. In this heat, they expect our children to come back home, which they say early hours. So please, this is also summer.
मिस्टर बेनेडिक्ट आता सगळें जालें फ्युचर कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन कितें तुमी सुप्रीम कोर्टान वयतले कितें आनी कितलो टायम लागतलो
So
तुमकां
there we are already in discussions. I think so. He's already said we are in discussions.
ना कितलो टायम लागतलो चड टायम लागतलो
See, time lagta. Anything that has to be planned can't be done in a haste. We have to plan, and our main objection right now is, our main contention right now is to meet the Secretary of Education, which he had promised us to keep up to his promise, and at least have that discussion among all the objections. 4,000 plus objections, Ela. Has they considered that? There are morning schools, evening schools. Have they considered that? Consider korum na. Ta ami magta. Before this NEP is fully implemented, to have a discussion, because it's not only for children who are passing out, but the children yet to come into the education system, so that they get the betterment and they are not stressed and burdened. Okay? Thank you very much.